tons of Panda content, and even more summer content. Let's begin. Welcome back to another episode, guys. Let's get straight into talking about what we're getting this week. So this week we're getting the third week of the anniversary event that should bring along chapters 4 and possibly 5. I don't know if there's 2 chapters in this bit or not, but at least chapter 4. This will also give us tons of different rewards, including the story progress rewards for the 90% and 100% rewards, of course, from completing the story, including 20 remnant pieces that's like a currency, right? And also a B tier skin for Professor called Associate Scholar. There's also the Anniversary's Tales collection rewards that is essentially like a daily login thing that's been going on for multiple weeks now, where we'll be able to get the rewards from days 13 all the way up to day 20. This means that we'll be getting clues, fragments, and spyglasses. Not too much in the grand scheme of things, but at least I think like 30 or 40 of each. Maybe only 20 spyglasses, I can't really remember. I've got them on the screen right now either way. Of course, with the anniversary event, we'll be continuing with all the stuff that we've had for previous weeks, so you'll still be able to visit the special public map. You'll also be able to do all of the crystal related stuff, but that's really it for the anniversary. Another thing that we're getting this week is we're getting the final push event that is the last week before the next season. That means that the cap for the logic points is a little bit higher, you'll be able to get more from matches, and also you'll be able to get higher rolls with the 20-sided dice. So very exciting for all those who are preparing for the next season. Another event that we're getting this week is the Panda Protector event. That is a celebration or a charity event that we've had for at least 3 or 4 years now. I think this is the 3rd year, where Netties helped us fundraise in an effort to raise money for pandas, of course. This event will bring along a special event where you'll be able to complete a puzzle. If you complete the puzzle, you'll be able to receive a B tier furniture piece called Panda Decoration. That is a little strange, but it is a panda that's laying on a log. It does look weird, but the reason why it exists is it's actually based on a real photo of one of the pandas that we ourselves are sponsoring through the charity fundraiser that we've done. So it's just based on a real image of one of the pandas. It's kind of cool. There's also going to be an event portrait frame and also an event portrait that are of course panda themed. There's a new skin added to the store based on the Panda's Protector event, and it's Gravekeeper's A tier skin called Home Designer. It's part of the Panda series. It should only be available for Echoes, as I believe the other skins that I'm going to mention are also only going to be for Echoes, as this is a fundraiser. The money that we raised, I believe, goes towards the pandas. I cannot confirm that because I know that in previous years there have been some controversy around this, so please don't take my word for that. Please look up and see if this money does go towards the fundraiser, if it just goes directly towards Netties, because I'm not really sure. I hope it goes towards the pandas. The skin is quite cute, but we've also got some returning content that are 2 skins that we've had previously. The first one is Doctor's A tier skin called Bamboo Guardian from a few years ago, and also Little Girl's A tier skin called Panda Friend. We are not getting the Gardener one as far as I can tell. Another little item that we're getting that is also returning content that's also in the store is an A tier furniture piece called Panda Cradle. We've had this for multiple years now, so if you haven't got that already, it's definitely worth getting. In the Spyglass store, we're also getting the return of the B tier panda pet called Baby Panda. So if you really want that panda, now is the time to go and get it. 4 spyglasses. Wow, they've added so much to the Spyglass store recently. It feels like if you've been spending them, we've probably already gone broke, and they keep on giving us even more things to purchase. Really hard to decide which things to purchase, for sure. As we are full swing into summer right now, we're going to be getting some returning content that is summer themed in the store, including the S tier skin for Enchantress called Tropical Holiday, a really fantastic skin, and her accessory that goes along with that is called Coastal Garland. It's an A tier. We're also getting the return of the A tier skin for Acrobat called Ace, and the emote that goes along with that is called Serve, and a ton of other summer furniture that we're getting, including Dream Witch's sand statue and the umbrella, the deck chair, surfboard, all of the things that we've had in previous years. Now, if you don't have the clues or the echoes to purchase any of those things, there's even more content that's returning for the summer, and that's going to be added to the Spyglass store. Even more spyglasses. Oh no, we don't have enough of them. And this returning content includes Antiquarian's A tier accessory called By Zay Jade, really good accessory, really good effects. Mechanics A tier accessory called Ocean's Whisper, quite nice as well, if I remember correctly. Some B tier skins, including ones for Cowboy called Island Tourist, Dream Witch called Tropical Dream, and Mechanics Island Guide skins. We're also getting the return of the 2023 summer event room music that you'll be able to put into your room to play, really nice, and also the return of some emotes for Cowboy, Dream Witch, and also Enchantress. Something else that we could possibly see this week, I'm not really sure if it's coming this week or if it's coming with the next week, the patch that will include this new season content, but I believe it should be coming out this week, is a ton of different adjustments that we talked about last week. Some buffs, some nerfs for some characters, including Hellamber that's getting a buff, the Shadow that's getting a nerf, Opera Singer getting a nerf, Fire Investigator that's getting a buff, Weeping Clown that's getting a buff, Postman that's getting a change. I think it's mostly a buff, but I'm going to call it a change. It's not really a buff or a nerf. Explorer that's getting a buff. Cowboy that's getting a buff to his settings. It's going to be very cool. So it's a buff. Composer that's getting a buff / adjustment change. Acrobat that's getting a buff, and Embalmer that's getting an interaction nerf. There are also some other adjustments coming to Warp, that is the Hunter trait, that's going to be nerfed. There's a mini-map feature that's going to be changed, and there's also some other mini stuff that are going to change as well. If you do want to see more details about what things are being changed, then you should go and check out last week's video, because I don't really want to talk about it too much here, as we do have more stuff to talk about. But I believe there have been some changes possibly towards Postman's change, but I haven't really got any details about that. It's just things that I've heard. So I can't really give you guys any information about that yet, but we'll see this week exactly what comes out. Okay, let's talk about what's coming from the future, stuff that's not coming out this week, but will be coming in the next few weeks, or possibly not at all, as they could also be just based on rumors. We have some more details about Season 33 Essence 1, because we got to see what the skins look like in-game, sort of. This Essence is coming on the 25th of July, so only a little bit over a week away. Really, really exciting. We know that there's an S-tier skin for Priestess, and it's called Honorary Chief. It's a very interesting looking skin. I'm not a big fan of what her face looks like. I'm sure you guys are fine with what her face looks like, but I think the rest of the skin looks really, really cool. It's the usual S tier equals gold kind of thing. We also got an A tier for Breaking Wheel called Beach Drifting that I'm a big fan of. I like its motorbike / moped theme that it's got, and there's also an A tier for Forward called Safety Instructor that looks kind of funny. I like it. It's kind of cool. And if you're worried that you won't have enough essences to be able to get this Priestess skin, well, don't worry, because NetEase is going to give us a gift that includes 10 essences of this season, so Season 33 Essence 1, for free. So that's really cool. That's coming on July 25th. I don't really know the reason for it. It's just a gift. It's kind of them being nice to us, so that's kind of cool. We also got a better look at Batter's S-tier package that we know will include the S-tier for Batter, of course, called Champion's Helm. I've written a description of what it has, things that I noticed. His bat is, instead of a bat, it's actually like a glowing oar for, like, you know, rowing a boat. He has medals on his belt, and he also has a crab hanging from his chest that I know a lot of people wish that they were that crab. I don't know who you are, but I know that you guys exist. There's also the A-tier accessory coming along in this package that's called Abyssal Prayer, that is essentially just a killer whale that's playing with a beach ball on a crystal wave. It's crystal themed, but it's very cool. I don't really know what the effects are going to be like exactly. I can imagine that they're going to be connected to waves, so water and stuff, but it might be more interesting. It might be like black waves or something, considering it's connected to a killer whale. Also, how that's going to interact with his abilities, I really don't know. Some more stuff to look forward to is, of course, on July 25th, that again is the same day that we're getting a Season 33 Essence 1. We'll also be getting the crossover with the Identity 5 and China Academy of Art. This will bring along the Antiquarian A-tier costume called Symphony of Ink. And I'm sure that this week we should see some more art of what it looks like in-game. Maybe even the day of me releasing this video, they might have already released something. Sadly, I can't put it in the video because I haven't seen it yet, but I'm looking forward to seeing what that skin looks like, because I bet you will look fantastic. It will also include an A-tier accessory called Fatal Shadows of Ink that I really hope is going to be some black ink effects whenever she uses her cane to bonk the hunter around and stuff like that. Some other crossover news that's not coming to Identity 5 but is Identity 5 related is some news from IDV Clue on Twitter. Go and check them out. They have some great news if you really want to keep up to date with some of the mini changes and things that get added to the game as they come out. We know that the other NetEase game called Onmyoji Arena, that is a relatively popular game as far as I know, that NetEase has owned for quite some time now, they're going to be getting a crossover with Identity 5 where there's going to be Identity 5 skins added to the game. 2 as far as we can tell, as far as ITV Clue can tell. We don't really know more than that as far as I know, but this is interesting. If you played that game already, well, cool, you get some Identity 5 content in that game. Really cool. I don't think there's anything coming back from Onmyoji to our game, but maybe we'll see something like that in the future. I don't really know. See that video that's on the screen right now? You should click it because YouTube thinks that you'll really like that video.